The internet is a dark and disgusting place, but very few things have I seen online have repulsed me as much as the boy moms of TikTok. And Nikocado Avocado exists in our current timeline, so this is really, really bad. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Lael, what in the world is a boy mom? Like, what is a boy mom? What's a toxic boy mom? Like, a mom is somebody that gives birth to their child, then becomes a mother. But what is so special and transformative about giving birth to a boy that literally makes you go insane? Makes you jump into their arms at their teenaged football game and wrap your legs around them as if they were your boyfriend. Publicly share online to your millions of followers about how much you prefer your son over your daughter, and even going as far as stating the most repulsive statement that I've ever read in my life. I was born to be your lover, but forced to be your mom. Ew? Now, boy moms, and not moms that just so happen to have male children, but boy moms, the actual Urban Dictionary definition of what a boy mom is, and I quote, a mom who is emotionally incestuous with her sons. So this is very different than being a mom of a male child. This is a weird phenomenon. They also somehow managed to make the idea of being a boy mom their entire personality. The way that a girl mom, just never seen that, it's really just a boy mom trait. This is so dark. This is so dark. Incestuous? We have such a problem on our hands that we need to get to the bottom of this. Today, we're taking a look at the good, the bad, and honestly, it's more just bad and ugly. Today, we are taking a look at the bad and ugly of the toxic boy moms of TikTok. Everybody, let's buckle up those seatbelts, and also please keep your arms and legs inside the cart during the roller coaster because it is about to be a very wild ride, and I don't think you're ready. To be real with you guys, I think the idea of the toxic boy mom is anywhere but new. I'm sure toxic boy moms have truly existed since the dawn of time. These are women that truly live in a reality where they obsess and love their sons so deeply that they don't ever want them to find love or happiness without them. They literally do not want their sons loving anybody more than they love them. They get so engrossed that they create fake scenarios in their mind of their son's future girlfriend wanting to throw hands at said future girlfriend that doesn't even exist. Like, their child right now is 5. He's 6. There is no girlfriend. Like, what are you so upset about? There's no girlfriend right now. No, like, you actually think I'm kidding. There's more on that later. Now, if you think this is all an absolute reach and that I'm crazy and that there's no such thing as a boy mom, let's just take a look at this very incestuous post made by a toxic boy mom. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this video. In a since deleted TikTok post, a woman named Clarissa posts, maybe in another life, words can't describe how much I love you, Hayden, and how I am so proud to be your mother. We shared tons of memories together, and sometimes I wish I was your lover. My fault for making you attractive. Born to be your lover, forced to be your mother. My jaw fell harder than my grades. The caption makes it way worse. I wish I was your lover? Do you have any idea what that word means? Where are you from? Who allowed this type of behavior? No, like, I'm shook. Like, Clarissa, what are you posting this for? That really sounds like a you problem. That sounds like something you never share online or ever share with anyone ever. Those are the type of comments that truly get you locked up. And it's actually crazy because you read something like that and you wonder, oh, like, this is actually insane. This woman is not okay. She's not normal. Little do you know that many other mothers are posting with the same caption about their son. Where is your husband?
I don't know if this is real life.
Born to be your lover, forced to be your mother. Maybe in another life I would be your lover, Zekanon. You know what? I'm wearing all gray. It's giving penitentiary and you're going to jail. Like, I am taking you to jail. I mean, I'm not giving like law. I'm not giving police. I am equally in the jail. I'm making a shiv in the corner. Words cannot describe how much love is in my heart for you, my baby. I can't help that you are so attractive. Maybe some of that is part of your father, but if I'm being honest, I would pick you over him any day. I am full on sweating, you guys. Like, I am losing. Hopefully one day you will realize this too, but for now, this is the way life goes. I am so creeped out right now. Absolutely not. What? There is just no way, like, I refuse to believe that this is potentially real. Like, I just refuse. This feels like a nightmare. I can't help that you are so What? Honestly, I am so grossed out right now, and we've only just begun. I think I need a drink. Wait, not until I take a Z-Biotic. Z-Biotic's pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to help tackle rough mornings after drinking. Thank goodness, because I always said one more good night of drinking will actually end my life. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Since turning 27, alcohol makes me feel absolutely horrible. Even 3 days after drinking liquor, I feel the worst. Z-Biotics has actually helped me feel so amazing that I can go to the gym the next morning after having a few drinks with my family. It literally feels like I never had a sip of alcohol to begin with. Just remember to make Z-Biotics your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you will feel your absolute best tomorrow. Get 15% off your first order at checkout at zbiotics.com/Hansen. Plus, Z-Biotics offers a 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason, they will refund your money, no questions asked. That sounds honestly amazing to me because it's actually incredible and it works. I have tried all of them. Especially Christmas season, I did a lot of drinking. Thank you again to Z-Biotics for sponsoring today's video. Do you guys understand what they're saying? Born to be your lover? Like, you need to get out of here in handcuffs. I personally, if I ever saw that a mother wrote that about her son, you shouldn't have access to that child. That is just, I'm gonna need to calm down. What a disgusting thing to say. I hate you. I don't even know you. Forced to be your mother. Born to be your lover. Again, you guys all should get looped up together and go to prison. This is disgusting behavior.
Born to be your lover, but forced to be your mom. I had to watch that video a few times. Born to be your lover, but forced to be your mom is what a mom said about her child that she carried for 9 months. Like, the fact that moms really be falling in love with their kids over the time of raising them is sick to me. The fact that CPS haven't been called is even more sicker to me, because if it was anybody else, they'll be knocking at the door. The fact that this lady is openly saying that she's in love with her child that is coming up, she's attracted to him, is crazy to me. Until you get in a relationship with a man who mama just don't like you and nobody else prior to you, and in secret competition with you, and can't keep a boyfriend, don't never have a boyfriend, but always in her son business, you want to talk about it?
All I gotta say is, if the roles were reversed, prison would be called, the police would be called. A father saying that he's born to be his daughter's lover, that would never fly. But it's almost like these boy moms, because nobody is clocking them, they're, oh yes, boy moms, it is such a special bond. It's like, no, this is disturbing. You're mentally disturbed. There's this common occurrence that I'm constantly seeing where these boy moms are referencing their children as the love of their life. Not the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, my first little angel baby, my child, my son. It's the love of my life. And if it hadn't been for all of these other weird toxic boy moms, maybe I wouldn't have thought it was that weird, maybe a little weird, but now I think this is very weird. It starts to blur the lines between parental and romantic love. And for your child, it should be parental, right? And especially when the sons that they're talking about are literal children. They are babies. Do you know moms that have baby boys is because God wants them to experience true love. So there's no way that you have experienced true love with your husband. There's no way that you've ever experienced true love until you've had a baby boy. Baby boy? Then people are getting really confused in the comments, like, then what's the saying for a mom with girls? Like, how does having a baby boy equate to anything different than having a daughter? So unfair for daughters. She comments back, I'm so confused why this is so hard to understand for some people. Like, she is really doubling down on the fact that the love she has for her sons is unlike anything somebody could experience with their daughter, because it is disgusting. Being a mom to boys is definitely a special bond. Hello? What is it, Stace, that makes it so special? Well, please explain. I am a boy mom and a girl mom. I love them unconditionally, but it's different. I can't even explain it. Really. How about this one? Is this one particularly appropriate? That is a child. Do we think that's okay? No, because your love's different, right? Your love for your baby boy is very different. Oop, oop. That's the sound of the police. What the? Let the roles be reversed. Like, why does this double standard exist? Right, because it's gross. It shouldn't exist. Oh, how about this one? When you realize you're gonna have to share the love of your life, my baby boy, with another female one day. You're gonna have to share the love of your life with another female. Oh, she's just so upset. How could he ever get a partner? I'm his love of his life. I am the love of his life, the only love of his life. He can't have a partner. Do you not want him to find happiness? The very first comment, 64,000 likes. Please seek therapy. This is disgusting. These type of boy moms actually exist. I thought the things people were making a skit, not based in true events. People literally make entire pages based off of these boy moms because it is deranged behavior. Just to set the record straight, my mom is not the love of my life. His dad is. I can only pray he finds a wonderful woman to love one day who loves him just as much as I do, my own husband. Exactly! Hey, so this is actually insane. I have 2 sons and truly do not understand at all. May peace be with you. Oh my God. This is the comment section I've been needing. Now the caption says, boy mamas understand my pain. What are you talking about? You must be in pain because you're mentally unwell, dank. Isn't the entire part about having a child to allow them to grow up and live completely freely on their own? Now I am childless, if you couldn't tell. That's why I'm so bewildered by this. Maybe I'd get stung by the bug that makes you just fall in love. No, I wouldn't because this is nuts. These boy moms truly believe that having a son is this transformational, transcending experience that none of us plebs could ever understand. And that's why they believe that this disgusting commentary should be excused because they feel it so deeply and we just don't know what it's like. These sick and twisted boy moms even created an entire TikTok trend around the song Please Don't Be in Love with Someone Else from the movie Enchanted that Taylor Swift sings. Maybe I will cover it just while we're watching these so you can get the effect. When was your son ever in love with you? Please don't be in love with somebody else. Please don't be in love with someone else. That would assume that he was once in love with you. When was your son ever in love with you? How can you say that? You're a mother. It's a totally different type of love. You're deranged. When your son comes home and tells you he has his first crush, please don't be in love with someone else. I'm sure you're just joking, but so weird that some moms feel this way. Love for your mother and love for a romantic interest are not the same. Duh. Wake up, Karen. My God. How about this one? This woman set up her phone to make this TikTok with her son, with his new girlfriend, over for dinner. Were they about to go on a date? And you said, no, please don't be in love with somebody else. Certainly not this little girl. When mamas are not ready for her baby to date, please don't be in love with someone else. Oh, it's just weird. It's a pick-me. You're a pick-me that grew up and probably shouldn't have had children because that's disturbed. Now this one is probably the TikTok to end all TikToks from this trend. And once you see this, we could wrap it up. We could call the Uber. No more drinking. We're done. Like when your 7-year-old comes home with his first crush, please don't be in love with someone else. What is the water? What is the sink water? What was he doing? Washing his hands? He set this up. That was very cringe. What is the water? What was happening there? What are you up to? If you're a mother with a child, you have a level of emotional and real intelligence that your child probably doesn't. Actually, considering the videos we've seen, I'm not so sure. I actually don't think these women have ever gone through their frontal lobe era. So this creator goes and talks about it because she just says it perfectly.
I keep seeing moms use this sound for their sons like it's cute, and it's not cute. You guys look sick. You look like you need therapy. My ex, he had a mom. When he turned 18 and went off to college, guess what she did? She went and got a dorm and went off to the same college. Gross. We started dating. She acted like she was okay with it. He wasn't in a relationship for years prior to that, probably because of her. When his car broke down, he needed a new one. She forced him to buy this car that was $400 a month, and I told him it wasn't a good idea, and she got upset with me after that because I went against her. Mother's Day, I'm a mom. We go to brunch. I'm like, okay, yeah, but we can only stay for an hour and a half because my daughter has dance lessons. I can't believe you're trying to keep me from my son. She went off. Like I was literally saying we're gonna move to Nigeria or some shit. Stop obsessing over your sons. I can't even be friends with people that are like, oh, my son's the greatest son in the world, because you look sick. You look like you need therapy. It's not cute. Your son is supposed to fall in love with someone else.
So gross. I should have broke up with my mama's boy when he said at age 20 that his mom picks up his prescriptions and schedules his doctor's appointments without telling him. Instant ick. Instant barf. You are gross. Can we talk about how emotional incest is a common childhood trauma among like serial killers? Very abusive men I've known have had a mom like this too. Same. Yeah, I've known him personally. More on that later. How about this one?
You'll be his first kiss, his first love.
I don't care what else is there. I don't care what else is in that video. It's a baby. It's a baby, you guys. You're gonna be his first kiss. Just let him be an infant. Like, stop thinking about so much. Just worry about being a mom. Like, why are you thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna be his very first love. I'm gonna be his first kiss. Yay. Get a job. I don't know, sell bracelets on Etsy. Like, you have way too much time. Make a YouTube video. Because if you make a YouTube video, you might realize that something's happening up here. You are the problem. So then after all that, I came across a very disturbing video. I hope you guys have seen this. If you haven't, buckle your seatbelt, babe. This boy will forever and always have my entire heart. Gina captured the end of this moment, and I am so grateful. When I walked up to hug my baby boy, after his game, he immediately picked me up and just held me. It may have been 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, but in this moment, time stood completely still. I honestly don't know what I did to deserve you, but I am thankful every second of every single day for you. That's weird. That is weird. Nah, they got some type of special relationship. This is wild. It's just weird. It's just, I don't remember, unless I was maybe 4, jumping into either of my parents' arms and wrapping my legs around either of them. Especially not when I was 15, 16. I don't know how old this boy is. My dad sure as heck hasn't jumped into my arms and wrapped his legs around my waist, because that would be weird, wouldn't it? Be kind of weird if my mom did it. Why is it not weird that she's doing it? Why are there comments in this comment section saying, you guys don't get it, this is love and positivity, she's just having it looks not normal. In front of all of those people, it's kind of weird. You would honestly think, looking at that would be his girlfriend. No, it's his mommy. So now, recently, she's reposted this video, obviously because it went viral for all of the wrong reasons. Not because it was so wholesome and everybody loved it, because people like me thought it was odd. Now she used this repost to comment back to the haters. She goes, by the way, y'all who tried to break us, you failed miserably, actually. If you don't like me, but you're still here watching me a year later, you're a fan, and I appreciate your ongoing support. Amsland. Oh, girl, you do not have haters. If you, first of all, actually, if you don't have haters, I'd be dead. So you do. But girl, you do not have haters. Your behavior is just gross. And people with a moral compass can tell it's kind of weird. It feels to me. You are disgusting. Now, it doesn't just stop as moms being so upset that one day their son is gonna find a girlfriend, or being so elated to see them that they jump into their arms and wrap their legs around their waist. They're genuinely becoming straight up aggravated and obsessed and so just viciously angry at the idea that one day these boys are gonna grow up and have a life of their own over hypothetical situations, like things that aren't real. A sweet little message to my son's girlfriend. Now, I watched that and I really went, okay, I think the hypothetical aspect of this, the fact that she's getting upset over, I don't know, her son could be 6. Like, where is this girlfriend? I effing hate you, to a girl that doesn't exist. She recently posted that her son just graduated. It's an instant breakup if my new boyfriend's mom was posting about how she effing hates me. What? I have 2 boys and I can't understand this at all. You aren't being replaced. It's a completely different kind of love. Like, this woman is genuinely pissed. Like, not only does this video live on the internet, so if that boy ever gets a girlfriend and realizes, but it's like, does he even have a girlfriend? Who do you hate? I'm sure he doesn't even have a girlfriend, because if he did, you sure as heck wouldn't be posting this, because it is so embarrassing. There was a huge trend that went around on TikTok where it was moms teaching their daughters how to cook so they don't need to rely on anybody. I don't know, the message seems sweet, but the boy moms had to take it so much farther. Way too far, actually. Teaching my son how to cook so he's not impressed by your crusty daughter's PB&J. Oh, a little... She gives the camera a look. It's like, you're teaching your daughter how to cook so she can make nice meals. Teaching my daughter how to cook so she doesn't need to go out all the time. Teaching my son how to... No, it's so he's not impressed by your daughter's crusty PB&J. Only mommy makes the best food. Are you sick? Teaching my son how to cook so he doesn't depend on none of your daughters, especially this new generation. Teaching my son to cook so he's not impressed by your frozen pizza daughter. The glare. No, you guys, this video is still live on her page. Like, this video still exists for this woman. Why? Like, take it down. It looks bad. Teaching my son to cook because my husband won't give me attention, so I project onto my child. Weird boy mom, you need some manners. Ha ha ha, I'm in love with my son. I'm sorry, but like, that one was still a baby. That boy is still a baby. Does he even know he's cooking? Whether he's playing with dough or cooking, he doesn't know the difference. You're really only creating these fake hypotheticals in your own brain, these fake scenarios, and getting pissed because you're so upset that your son might meet somebody one day. What? Please don't be offended, you guys. I mean this in the most honest way possible. It's like you're not just setting up the camera to say, oh, I'm teaching my son how to cook, you know, just for fun because it's a nice life skill. Like, you know, teaching my son how to cook so that he can feed himself and he doesn't starve to death. Or teaching my son how to cook healthy meals so that he's not eating out every single day and then wasting all of his money. But no, she's teaching her son to cook so he's not impressed by your crusty daughter. This one's even better. Teaching my sons to cook so your hot pocket thoughty daughter doesn't impress him. So now we're just fighting each other over things that aren't real. They're children. Like, it's a hypothetical future hot pocket thoughty daughter. You're calling a child a thought? What is happening? You guys need to be clocked. Only mommy impresses her son. Only mommy makes the best food for her son. Only mommy does it right. Ha! My son should only love me. That's what you sound like. You sound like a demon. I should go to church after this because I feel gross. Teaching my son how to cook so he's not impressed with your dusty daughter's takeout skills. It's a salad, Stephanie. It's a salad. There's nothing being cooked. And that was a cold cut prosciutto on arugula. Teaching my son how to cook so he won't have to depend on your daughter. Oh, well, I hope he doesn't have to depend on anybody. Just like how a daughter shouldn't depend on anybody. She should just live. You know what I mean? Live and let live. Now, how about this one? This woman hates her son's girlfriend so much that she's putting chili powder in his sandwich. Just making my son's girlfriend a sandwich as she eats everything in my house. Oh, it's gonna be really good and spicy. Oh, yay. 911, it's this one. Now, this is all super disturbing in general because we can tell that this love is not normal, but it becomes even more not normal when the love that these women have grows larger than any sort of love that they have for their daughters, making their daughters honestly feel less than and then suffer from extreme favoritism.
I never thought that I would be that toxic boy mom. I love my 4 kids equally, but that last little boy just hits different. And now I feel like I'm having this existential crisis. Or I wouldn't be that mom, that toxic boy mom. He hits his sisters, he punches them. I'm like, maybe he's having a hard day. So when I think about my daughters getting married, I get excited, right? About their dresses, planning their weddings. When I think about my son's wedding, I want to cry. Boy moms, we gotta step up. We gotta realize that we are the problem.
Thank God you have some self-awareness. I didn't know what she was gonna end that off with. Boy moms, we should just marry our sons, because that's what it sounds like to me. I never thought I'd be that toxic boy mom. Proceeds to say the most misogynistic, emotionally incestual thing possible. What an insane thing to say. This is ridiculous, because not only are you saying it, you're saying it on the internet. So why wouldn't she say it to her other kids, or say it to their faces, or say it around her husband? Like, this is a crisis. Now, she actually blew up because she said horrible things like this, and she made it her entire TikTok account, favoriting her son and how she's trying to heal the relationship with her daughters. So she'll take them out shopping, or she'll go, oh, trying to rebuild the connection with my daughters, because she says some horrible things, and then she sits there and like laughs about it because her videos get views. You're just really weird. POV, you're a toxic boy mom. When I hear my husband putting the favorite child in timeout.
Way. I don't think so, pal. That's not how this works.
The favorite child. She said, the favorite child in timeout. You're just showing favoritism. I can't imagine having kids one day and liking one more than the other. Like, I just don't get it. If you have an issue with that, just have one. Like, this is actually mentally draining for these people and these kids. It's gonna have a lasting effect on them. Therapy is inevitable at this point. When you get replaced by your mini-me, so you make a mini-him. It's just weird. Like, you're really weird. Even if this is any level of satire, it's not funny. Like, I'm not laughing. I know sure as hell her kids aren't laughing. And these videos will forever live on the internet. If you're not already raising your kids to have actual problems after all of this horrible torture, they're gonna find it one day and the daughters are gonna go, oh, right, so you have always loved him more. This is awful. Now, I know this one is wild. And if you've seen it, like, if you haven't, buckle up.
My boy moms feel me on this, but my son has my heart and my soul. I obviously am obsessed with Stevie Lee. She is just the greatest little girl in the world. But my whole life, I always wanted to be a boy mom. And I remember when I found out I was pregnant with him, and I was just ecstatic because I was such a tomboy growing up. Anyways, the whole point of me making this video is I had to share his preschool photo with you, because when I tell you, I opened up this email and I just hysterically cried. He is just everything.
I'm just openly sharing how much I love my baby boy more. He has my heart. Look at his school pictures. She's about to show us his school pictures because they just melt her heart. They make her so happy. That is just weird to say. And especially somebody like Avery Woods, who has millions of followers. It's disturbing.
Pregnant with him, and I was just ecstatic because I was such a tomboy growing up.
I want to point out a few things before I go on my rant. When you make a statement and in the middle of that statement you say but or however, that negates everything you said before the but or however. So like this woman said, she said, I love my daughter. I'm obsessed with her. But, right, it negates what she just said. But I was meant to be a boy mom. No. Second, what does being a tomboy have to do with anything? Most of you didn't know me when I was a child, but when I was probably one of the biggest tomboys you would ever meet in your life. I would never wear an article of girls' clothing. I was always hanging out with my male cousins. We were always riding bikes, playing sports, blah, 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 whatever. I wasn't into the Barbies and the dolls and all that. That did not make me want to be a boy mom. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, did not care whether I had a boy or a girl. Y'all gotta quit. Y'all gotta quit.
Exactly. My boy moms feel me on this. There are a lot of moms that have boys and they do not feel you on that. They do not understand it because it's actually just sad. Like, it's sad to speak about one child and put the other one down. And people are commenting, oh, well, if you watch Avery Woods, you know she loves her. If you watch, you don't know these people. Like, time and time again, you guys always give me the best comments. You're like, just because somebody posts something very nice, seems very kind, doesn't mean anything. You don't know them. If you knew she loves her kid, you don't know that she's casually making these vlogs talking about her daughter's rolly legs and how she's fat and chubby and making her swear and like just using her as a prop in her videos, but never did that with her son. It's just weird. My favorite comment ever, I have 5 kids, 1 boy and 4 girls. Everyone is neglected equally. Like, you're just really strange and you have an odd perspective of your own child. And then when people like us clock you for it, well, you guys just don't know this kind of love. No, it's that you have to be shown how weird these comments are. I just feel like she's setting her daughter up to need a lot of therapy. And I'm not saying that lightly. It's just kind of sad, you know, when you really think about it. It makes me sad. She's just a baby, that girl. That little girl, she's just a little girl.
Becoming a boy mom was one of the craziest things to me. I had my daughter first.
Stop. Let me stop you right there. If you have a daughter, you're not a boy mom. You're a mom. Anyway, let's continue.
I think she's just a mom in general.
Your first child is like unmatched. It's an unmatched kind of love. But when I tell you...
Let me guess. You don't know true love until you've had a boy.
And then I had my boy, and I can't explain. Can anybody explain the feeling to me?
Yeah, I believe it's mental illness. Like, it's one thing to say, like, you don't understand the love that you have for your child until you have your first one, because I'll be the first to say that. People are like, oh, I love my children so much, and I was like, yeah, you should. But the love that I have for my child is something that I cannot explain, and you can't explain unless you've gone through it. But that's the end of it. It's not because she's a girl or because you have a son. The first will always be your first newborn, your first everything, you know? It's something new you've never done in your life, and it's very special. But when you start breaking it down to boys and girls, that's when it gets really weird. And it's these kind of people that come on here and they're like, I'm not the boy moms that people make fun of. I'm a normal boy mom. And then they say stuff like this. It's like, no.
Why do they feel this way? What is the science? Why don't you love your husband? Like, what's happening here?
Do you know what the science is?
Yeah, go on.
I've said this before.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. So yeah, you have those mothers who are like obsessed and no one's ever going to be good enough for their son, blah blah blah, because basically apparently the science is they were unfulfilled in their relationship. They didn't ever really get the man of their dreams. They just got like a nice man, a good husband, whatever. So basically when they have a son, it's their opportunity to make their son into the man of their dreams. They make him very polite, very respectful, just like in their eyes, like good as gold, can do no wrong, the perfect man.
Would marry him if
she could.
His son.
So then it's like the point that no girl will ever be good enough. And then it's like the mothers, of course, spend all these years, building their sons into these what they see as amazing men. Yeah. And then a girl comes in and takes them away. Yeah. So they get to reap the rewards and not the mother. So that's apparently the science behind it.
The whole point of raising a child is so that they can grow up and live on their own and hopefully find an equal mate, somebody that is as intelligent and as hardworking as they are, to have a very successful and fulfilling life. That is the number one most important duty that you take on as a parent. One day when I decide to become a parent, that is the only thing that I'm going to care about. Not about creating my dream man, but helping that person be the most set up version of themselves that they can be, because that's your duty as the adult. It doesn't go farther than that. And like, you should hope that they would find a partner or a mate that takes them away so that they can have a wonderful life together, and that you as your own person, because I think a lot of these women get lost in their children. They don't actually have their own personality. They aren't anything without their children. Maybe they lose their identity, and being a mom to their children is the only thing. Not to say that it's easy to do anything or juggle anything when you're a parent. I can't even imagine. It's probably the most important thing to you, but that's why they grasp onto them every bit of life that they have, when you should just let them go and be themselves. You guys, I have to tell you, I was a victim of a boy mom. I absolutely was. Like, I can share from my genuine own experience. My ex-boyfriend's mom always used to say to him, "Why do you love Lael more than you love me?" Are you okay? Do you sleep with your son in the same bed at 25 when your son is 25 years old? No, you don't, because you're a mom. And I would say to her, the love that he feels for you is so different than the love he feels for me. And my relationship with that man didn't last. I wonder why. And when we were breaking up, he admitted to me and he said, well, you know what? Like, the kind of love that I experienced from my mom is so unconditional, and clearly you couldn't give me unconditional love. What? Lock them both up. Take them both somewhere to speak to someone. Duh. If you're a horrible boyfriend, you get broken up with, dummy. This is what I'm saying. Aw, he's so close with his mom. He must know how to treat women. No, that's not what that means. My mom has always told me that there's a difference between a mama's boy and a man who loves his mama. These terrible boy moms eventually graduate to becoming man moms, where their sons grow up and decide to have a partner. They then make the prophecy of hating their son's future wife or future girlfriend a reality, because they become monster-in-laws. They become the worst version of, your partner's mom that you could possibly experience, because they cannot give up the control and the reality that their son isn't the baby boy, my first kiss, my first love, my lover. No, you gotta let him go and have a partner. And it is so sad, because these monster-in-laws are real and they make me so mad. And they become something far more sinister than just a boy mom. Check out these absolutely insufferable boy moms that are now man moms, monster-in-laws, that are ruining their son's gender reveal party by, you'll see.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The monster-in-law. So it is this common theme where after the gender reveal, the mother insists that she is the first person that hugs her son after celebrating what gender this baby is going to be. Did you see how that mom swooped in for the kill? She swooped in and said, that's my baby boy, I need to give him a hug, I need to give me a hug. And it's like, this is their baby. It is their baby together. Would you not maybe think, maybe he wants to hug his woman? Maybe she wants to hug her husband? No, because they make it about them. I just know she's gonna demand to be at the birth, and it's gonna be to support my son. Like, she's the one carrying his baby. You're celebrating them as a couple and a new step in their lives. Like, why can't you just let them be happy? Hey, it's a little baby girl. Tackled into the couch. She's screaming in his ear.
Okay. You just completely stole our moments.
No, come on then.
This was right. This is our baby.
Don't worry
And the
about it.
journey. It's not like I'm worried. I just want to address it because I don't think this was right.
You know what? I think that is so honest of this woman, and it would take a lot of guts to say this to your husband's mom. You know, you don't want to create any sort of discomfort. Who cares about rocking the boat? She's right for saying this. This is a very special moment that this woman is going to cherish and remember for the rest of her life. It's a special moment, and it was tainted because this woman has a pick-me issue.
Did you say allow him to hook me? I'm his wife. You didn't allow him to hook me.
Yeah.
Are you sure if you did? Like, what's the problem? Yes, but then we just found out we're gonna have a little baby girl.
It's fine, it's fine.
And then the man goes, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, it's like, it's very uncomfortable, but sometimes you gotta say something.
Everyone's happy. Come on, let's.
I don't think this is right because you just literally threw yourself at Dane, ended up on the sofa. He couldn't even like hook me. Right, listen, are you a little bit hormonal?
Oh my god. Are you a little bit hormonal? I'll show you, goddamn hormonal woman. What should be taken away from this video is if you're a boy mom, don't be weird and gross. Let's like draw the line here. Let's make this your reawakening to just be normal, right? Like if you ever came across this video and you were gonna comment going, Lael, you don't understand what you're talking about. You've never had a kid. You don't even understand what it's chugging. I don't need to have a kid to know that that was weird. And let's also think twice before we post things on the internet. Don't go making things for a viral moment and putting your children down just because you are able to. It's a horrible thing. And stop making your sons pay for the fact that you don't have a successful relationship. Like that shouldn't be put on anybody else, and you should treat your children equally. And it ruins the perspective on what they should be looking for in a partner. Like it's all just corrupt. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys know how much I love your commentary, so please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys thought of this video. Please let me know also in the comments down below what you guys would like to see in the future, because in general, I love making these videos, and when I see something like this that I had to suffer through, I needed to suffer through it with you. If you guys enjoyed this video, you could go ahead and click here to find out what in the world happened to Ariana Grande's face, because I get to the bottom of it. Or you can go ahead and click here to find out why road products are actually ruining your face. Baby, probably you should be discontinuing that. I haven't worn those products in a hot minute. You guys know I only make these videos because I love you and I only want the best for you. And in this one specifically, just watch out for the boy moms because they could be lurking around the corner. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day or night or whenever you're watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.